Hello and welcome to The Aurora's Weekly Feature Friday. We are here with Sarah Kapoor and David James Fernandez of Pollinator Films. They're here with us today to talk about a project that they're working on called The Bad Mother. Hi guys, how are you today?
We're great.
Hi.
The film is a dramatic comedy about a woman who leaves her career to raise her kids and gets caught in the battle of work versus family, an issue that many of us work-at-home moms, whether we work from home or outside of the home, can definitely identify with. And it's insanely funny. When I watched it, I fell in love when I saw the trailer. And I know Sarah personally. A little neat tidbit is that she was our hypnobirthing birth coach with our first son. I know it's been a long time in the works, and you guys are really passionate about it. And tell me a little bit about the project and what inspired you to start it.
Is it a true story? No, it's not a true story. It's a fiction. I play the character Tara Dubé. But is Tara Dubé kind of an alternate reality that I know very well? Yes. It was November 2013. David and I were determined to make our first feature film together. We had saved and saved and saved to just take 10 days off to write screenplays. And, I worked with Write What You Know as my guide. And The Bad Mother came out. And, David loved the script too, and we decided it was now or never, right? And we just, we've always wanted to do this, but life has been life. I won't say life's been in the way, but it really takes something to actually mount a feature film.
Yeah, just a tad.
Yeah, we tried. I think we tried writing something together like a couple of times. And we just found like the process of like two people trying to write the same thing, we weren't getting it done, and then the visions would like slightly conflict with each other. So what ended up kind of really helping us get something that we loved was each writing kind of our own thing, and Sarah being like completely unbound to put like all of her inspiration and crazy into the script. So.
This film, a lot of people might see the trailer and think this is awesome, this is such a funny movie that I want to watch, and they might not get that it's not finished yet, and that you guys have a Kickstarter project campaign going to finish the film, and that requires some dollar bills, because there's a lot of hard work and a lot of crew and a lot of creative minds at play here that are purely driven on the passion for the project right now. And as we all know, people have to make money too to create art and inspire others and to make this thing happen and to finish it. So tell me a little bit about what the money is going to be spent on and the Kickstarter campaign for the project.
Okay, well, David, you can start and then I'll jump in.
Sure, yeah. I mean, we still have I think probably like 10 to 12 pages left to shoot, but it may not sound like much, but this is like the beginning and the ending of the film, and there's a scene with a huge crowd scene, and there's a lot of locations at the beginning as we kind of go through this character's early life and recreate some little scenes from her childhood and stuff. So although it's not a lot of pages, it's a heck of a lot of setup. A lot of props and wardrobe and little period things that we're trying to really get right, so that like the first minute and a half of the film really kind of like you just love it, and it really draws you into the characters.
We had such an amazing response when we put the trailer out, which obviously it wasn't clear that it was a fundraising trailer, because the response that we got is, "I can't wait to see this. When is this movie out?"
Yeah. And
like, this is hilarious, this is so funny. And the other thing that means the most to me is I can totally relate. I think I know there is a hungry, underserved audience of women and of families. It's not just moms who go, it's the dads too. It's anybody who's going through the experience of trying to make things work by giving up a career, giving up an income, and giving up an identity too, that will relate to this film. And you know what? Like, if everybody who liked it, who saw it, just put in $10, and for their $10, they get a link to the movie. Right now, the only way you can actually see this movie and get it finished is through Kickstarter. That would do it. It will put us over to what we need to be. And the thing is, if we don't finish this film in the next 8 weeks, we'll finish it somehow, but the timing is now. Election, 2015 in Canada, childcare is a huge issue. 2016, Hillary. The focus will be on women. So the timing for this movie is now. It is not our nature to crowdsource a movie, but we are so willing to do that. We're so willing to put ourselves out there because we think the time for this is now. Pay equity, work-life balance, retaining women in the workforce. You know, if you don't have 2 incomes at this stage, you know, you may not be able to put your kids into university or any of your aspirations. Like, it actually isn't possible to have mortgages and savings and some of the stuff that maybe we grew up with without 2 people working. And you know the thing that makes me the craziest? I want to end the conversation that, you know, working and having a family is some version of having it all. It's not having it all. It's a necessity, okay? So I just want to turn up the volume on the conversation.
Turn it up. Turn it up, girl. One of the most unique things about this film is that it's starring you, and you wrote it with David, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's starring you and your real-life family. Now, you don't see that every day, and you don't see, obviously, the chemistry and the dynamic between you guys is great. From what I've seen, it doesn't feel contrived. It doesn't feel forced. I'm sure there was a lot of learning curves in regards to that. Tell me a bit about filming with your mom, and how did she do on camera and with a script?
Yeah, well, you know, my mom is both sweeter and more terrifying than the character you see. Yeah, so my mom is amazing, and she couldn't deliver a single line of the script that I had written as I had written it. So the strategy with her was basically to let her say whatever she wanted and then edit with that. Yeah. So her lines are all her own. You know, she has actually looked at my face and looked for, not crow's feet, but for her version of that, which is chicken wire. Yes. So, and the other thing is, like, I'm living with my mom right now. For much longer than I originally planned, but it's part of what we're doing to make the film.
Just the fire-breathing dragon mode of all of us women when we're like tested and just constantly put at odds against ourselves, and everything changes and is turned upside down when you become a mother and you still want to have a career, and it's just so intense on every like scientific, hormonal, emotional, spiritual, mental level. Like, it's just bonkers, and we're not talking about that enough. You know, we're all supposed to be blissed out and happy, and, you know, these perfect moms who don't bitch about anything, and I'm so done with that. I'm so done with that. So yeah, the title alone is amazing enough for me to draw people in, and there's some really brilliant graphic design work going on to promote the film. Who is the graphic designer? I dabble in that a bit on the side, so I didn't see that anywhere. Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
It's a team from Hamilton. It's Jackie Oakley and her partner Jamie Lawson. So nice. Jackie is the illustrator, so she did the drawing. And then and Jamie did the design of the poster and the coloration. So like the kind of screen printed sort of look of it. That was Jamie's contribution.
Oh, the documentary maker in me is happy.
Right.
But it's not a real family, and it is a fiction, right?
Yeah. True story, except they're your real family, and it's fiction. And there might be just a couple of little similar truths here or there.
None of it's true, except all of it's true.
Okay, guys, we should wrap this up. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I really, really hope that you go and check out the Kickstarter page. And remember, the film's not finished yet, and that any donation that you can roll their way means the finishing of this film, and that we all get to see it and enjoy it together. Peace out, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Selena.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Bye. Bye.